Shout out to Rob Young. Shout out to Ryan DePaulo. Shout out to Poker Princess with the $4.99 donation. Best live commentary. It's not even close. Poker Princess. Poker player and an OnlyFans creator up there working very hard. Shout out to her. Right hand side 3-bet 9, 9, 10. Turn is an 8. So Doug 3-bets pre-flop. We're getting closer to Rob Young activation. Where's he at? I got this graphic package ready for my man Rob Young to get here. Where is the guy at? Left-hand side 3-bet by Doug. Right-hand side going to the turn. 13,000 in the middle. Let's see what happens. Left-hand side. Going to see a 3-bet and a call. Ace-Jack-8. Rainbow. Good board for the 3-better. Right-hand side. Daniel's going to bet small. 5,200. Could be doing this with a 9. Could have a straight. Could have just a jack in his hand. Maybe a hand like a Jack-6. Could have Jack-7. He turned it. River is a 10. Pairs the board. 23,000 in the middle. 28,000 behind. Is Daniel going to load it up here if he's got a bluff? If he's got a hand. Well, like a hand that don't beat the board, right? Maybe, I don't know. He could have 6 high. He could have 6 high. He could have 6 high and at the bluff. He does bet 15,000. Does Doug have an ace high? He check called the turn. Could have an 8. That's now counterfeited. Could have ace high. Could have a slow play 9. He calls. Queen 10 for Dan Negreanu. Dan Negreanu, $55,000 pot. Goes his way as he strikes first blood. Right-hand side 3-bet. 7 deuce 3. Rainbow. Could be a big pot. We can't miss anything here. Deuce on the turn. Daniel bets. Doug calls on the flop. Daniel's going to bet again, 12.5K. Puts a lot of pressure on Doug. Doug does call. Doug could have a deuce. $43,000 in the pot. I expect Daniel's going to shove here. If he does shove, he says a backdoor flush over here potentially. Maybe a deuce. He does shove. Doug, no snap call. Doug folds. Daniel takes down another pot. $88,000 goes his way. We just saw a big hand happen. Rob, what do you think about it? You like these interviews? You like Daniel ranting like a crazy man? You like Doug? Doug gave it to him a little bit last match as well too after the interview. Do you like those as a spectator?
I mean, Doug's a bright guy. There's no way that Doug thinks that Daniel's run well over this challenge. I mean, he's just Doug's just good at stoking the fire. I think so. I think Doug's just tongue in cheek. But Daniel genuinely feels that he's run pretty awful, and I think everyone I spoke to, pretty much, I spoke to a lot of people, feels like Daniel's run like a dog, basically. Well, I think Doug's just winding him up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, these guys have been playing now for 2.5 months, Rob. So maybe they lost their mind a little bit. Like, you never really know what's going through them. They're playing 3 days a week. They're texting on the side. Maybe one of them sent a text the other one didn't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, yeah.
I think it's impossible for Doug to think that Daniel's run well over this challenge. I mean, not possible.
Left-hand side 3-bet pot. Check on the flop. Daniel going to bet the turn. Doug calls. Daniel could have a variety of hands. Could have some made flush to decide to check the flop with. Could have he could have some aces as well too. Probably isn't betting a king or a jack on the turn. Maybe he bets some kings on the turn. Pot size bet on the river from Daniel. See what Doug decides to do. I hear Doug's tweeting. Is that true? Oh no. Don't tell me he's tweeting. What's this guy doing, man? This guy's a crazy guy. So Doug's in the tank right now, left-hand side, Rob. Check flop, 3-bet pot, check flop. Daniel bets turn, pots the river. Could have shown. I always
worry when Doug's tanking because I think he might go all in.
He might chip it in. Rob says we might see a shove here. If Doug Polk shoves, I don't know what I'm gonna. I don't know what's gonna. He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna shove here. But he's in the tank, $14,000 bet. Maybe he's thinking about calling with maybe a king, maybe just a jack. One pair type hand. I don't think he's going to be folding an ace here if he happens to have an ace. But he could be thinking about making a hero call. $14,000 bet. The time bank is going down. This is one of our first tanks we've seen so far this match.
You might have a king.
Yeah, he might have a king. I think he might be thinking about king or jack. It would make sense to call. Daniel. Big bet here. tanking down. We don't usually see him tank down this long.
No, the last time he was insta-calling, insta-raising. It was crazy.
He does call it with that king high. Daniel Negreanu caught with the dick in the hand.
My fucking sausage in my hand. My fucking
Yeah, I
beefy
thought
sausage
he was
just
thinking
sitting
with
in
a
my
king.
hand, and that's all I got. It's just a fucking dick in my hand by the river.
I have a sound effect I'm playing right now. Daniel Negreanu caught with the dick in the hand. Doug does tank down, indeed calls with a king. Did not believe Daniel Negreanu's story. Right-hand side, Rob, overbet $10,000 on the river. Puts a lot of pressure on Daniel once again. Daniel does call 5-8 for Daniel. Jack 6 for Doug. Jack.
Touche.
Touche, right? One good bluff deserves another. It's just like that. The boys trade a little bit of money back and forth. Daniel up over $100,000 on the right-hand side. Right-hand side, we got a 3-bet. Queen 9-5. Daniel checks over to Doug. Shout out to Vale Rossi in the chat. What's happening? Left-hand side, Daniel's going to bet small. Into a $6,000 pot. Right-hand side, Doug's going to bet small himself on the Queen 9-5. Left-hand side, Doug's going to call. What do we got? Oh, no. Oh, we got delivery. Hello. Is it time? Rob, is it time? Thank you. Right-hand side, check call. Turn is a king. Daniel could have had a hand like King Jack. Potentially check calling here with it. Decide not to c-bet. King 10 as well, too. Left-hand side, big bet by Daniel. He's saying that he has a straight. Or a full house. Takes it down. Right-hand side. Right-hand
These guys are so aggressive, aren't they?
I know, man. It's actually...
They would check in and be a bit more passive. Now they just bet every time, you know.
The aggression is completely ramped up here, Rob. Ever since this match has gone on, at first it was just Doug playing super aggressive, but now Daniel's been really spicing it up too.
It's not great for the viewers in a way that because they're so aggressive now. You don't see many showdowns, many whole cards. No one really just it hardly ever goes check on the river, does it?
Yeah. Listen, it'd be perfect. I'm sure there could be a lot of things you could do in terms of different for the viewers. We could have access into their minds, into their hearts, into their souls. But we don't.
Well, I'm not saying they should sell the whole cards. It's just because the game's so aggressive. There's not many
you don't
showdowns.
see many showdowns. Yeah. Right hand side, Doug checks back turn, bets river. Interesting.
Hi, Carlos. I've not played with Leon for 18 months now.
I bet you miss him. Right hand side, Daniel debating what to do. Call or fold. He does call. Queen 8 for Daniel. Ace high for Doug. Once again, the supreme leader gets caught bluffing as Daniel Negreanu wins another pot. Get it in there. Right hand side, 3-bet. Ace King 9. 2 clubs. John Denon says social media sucks and people say suck. No, I think social media is great. I think Twitter's awesome. I think Instagram's awesome. I think YouTube's awesome. I think there's a lot of great people you can talk to and communicate with, and knowledge you can get as well too. Left-hand side 4-bet. Let's get back to that point. Here we go. Doug going for a 4-bet on the left-hand side. Big pot energy, big poppy energy, big sausage energy brewing. See what Daniel does. Right-hand side 3-bet pre. All in call. Ace queen versus jacks. No ace, no queen! No ace, no queen! 5 on the river! Pocket jacks for Doug Polk as Doug Polk takes down an $80,000 pot. Coin flip all in, right-hand side. We got something brewing as well. $28,000 3-bet pot in the middle. Doug Polk, huge coin flip himself. All in, right-hand side! This is what Daniel really bluffed here after just losing that big pot. This could be an $80,000 swing. Daniel shoves it in. He says he's got at least an ace queen. Maybe an ace jack. He does get it through. Takes it down. $140,000 stack on the right. $140,000 stack on the left. The boys are battling punches today.
Yeah, Daniel was ahead before that coin flip, so the momentum could have changed. But momentum is definitely with Doug now. Daniel's folding every time. Doug shows some strength. Daniel seems to be folding. Whether Daniel's bluffing all the time, I don't know, but definitely a lot of folds from Daniel.
Right-hand side, Daniel does not fold. He hears Rob Young. He hears Rob Young saying he folds too much, and he massive check raise. Ace 9 for Daniel. So Daniel hits that great 2-pair on the river, puts in a big check raise, most likely gets called by a worse ace. And
yeah,
just
I
like
like
that.
Check raise. It's good.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Check raise in there with Ace 9.
It's an expensive stream for me, this.
Sorry, Bobby. Sorry, buddy. Left-hand side, we see a 3-bet and a call.
The guy's not winning one hand. I mean,
I mean, it really isn't. I'm sorry. This is not looking good, man. You got Doug Polk live tweeting this on Twitter. Here we go, left-hand side. We haven't even seen Daniel Negreanu's team celebrate once today. That means it's not going well for him. 8,200 and a call. Here we go, guys. Pot size bet
Please
left.
have it. Please have it. Please have it, Daniel. Please have King 10.
Here we go. Does Daniel have that missed straw? Does he have an ace queen? Maybe a jack queen? Missed diamonds as well, too. Rob's praying for value. He shoves, calls. King Denver. Oh! Two pair versus two pair. $80,000 pot goes to Doug Polk as he takes down another pot. Daniel with the 10-7. Thought he was riding high, whistling Dixie. Unfortunately for him and Rob. Ay, 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 papi. Rob is in shambles as Doug Polk loses an $80,000 pot.
How did that happen? It's two outer, isn't
sausage
it?
in my hand.
Wow.
Fucking beefy sausage
Two outer,
just
two.
sitting in my hand, and that's all I got. Just a fucking dick in my hands by the river.
Okay. And Doug comes out to dance a little bit here.
Is that Doug on there?
This is Rob Young right now, guys.
What is happening? Just a kid? Just no words?
I would have called.
That's Matty, yeah? Where'd you pick that one from?
Tell me that doesn't look like you right now, Bobby. Look at this.
Just a kid? Just no
I
words?
I
would
haven't
have
seen
called.
Matty for ages.
You guys have that same look on your face, too. Ay, 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 papi. Jack 4-5-4, 2 clubs. Doug's going to bet again.
I need to check that figure. I'm going to go onto Upswing Poker because they're going to be much more accurate than your amateur operation.
Okay, we're going to see. They're just as pro as me. Left-hand side, 14.5K. $9,700 bet.
What's these guys? These guys will have the accurate. Oh, no, it's Doug Polk, isn't it? They update the number.
Here we go. $97 bet, left-hand side. If Daniel has a 5, he's not going to fold it. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Lock in. Big pot energy brewing. Doug Polk.
No, they're saying 100. They're saying 195, even worse.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Left-hand side. Doug checks it over to Daniel. Okay. Probably doesn't have anything. Could be slow playing some percentage of the time here. Check spec. Ace, queen. No good for Doug Polk. Daniel shows down the 8-5. And he finally gets the showdown with one of those marginal hands. And just like that.
Great hand that was.
Here we go. Lock in, Rob. Right-hand side. We see another 3-bet pot. Doug C-bets. Daniel calls. Turn is a 9. Could make 9-10 a better straight. 9-8's possibility as well, too. Maybe some ace-9, king-9. Doug Polk's going to bet big. 16.6K.
Big bet, isn't it?
They're deep over there, too, boys. $70,000 behind at this point in time. Doug Polk loading up the gun. Could have a flush draw, overpair. 10-jack potentially as well, too. Could have a maybe already a strong made hand, like a set. 9-8 potentially. Maybe when he does 9-8. He does call. Here we go. Deuce on the river.
Oh, no.
5-6 gets there. We know Doug Polk bets big on turn. He likes to bet big on the river. If he's got his bluffs, I imagine he's going to ship it in here, but he checks it. He checks it to Daniel. Daniel checks back. Ace-8 for Daniel. King-jack for Doug. Daniel's going to take this one down. So Doug Polk bet that turn with a king-jack. Interesting.
No, he had the diamond. He had the diamond draw.
No, he had one club in his hand. Yeah, he just had one club there. So you thought Daniel could do it?
Well, I thought getting a 700,000 head start was a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I could see that too. Did you have it up until? Did you have it for the full? What if they stopped at 12.5K hands?
We just settled pro rata.
Oh, okay. So it would have been 350.
No, 700. No, it was yeah, it would have been 350. So
Okay.
yeah, would have lost like it's like not was it like 900 or something or 800?
Here we go. Left-hand side, 3-bet pre-flop. Doug Polk bets pretty big on this board, guys. And Daniel's going to call turn as a jack. Jack 7, Jack 10, Jack 6. Make a better 2-pair. Both players are. I think Daniel could have that hand. Doug maybe not 3-betting those hands all the time pre-flop. As the cat jam begins to nod his head in the corner. Shout out to Landon.
I haven't seen Daniel hit a hand, have you?
You don't look, yeah, you know, not yet. He did have that 10-7, you know, but that wasn't. You got versed the 2 pair though.
Have you seen him show down a straight, a flush, anything?
No, I don't know.
2 pair, anything? Yeah, just nothing.
Well, he showed on. Yeah, you just got. You did have it. You just got lucky that one hand. But here we go. Daniel's in the tank right now, guys. 13.9 thousand in the middle. Daniel gonna have a 10 here. Sometimes slow play straight. He does call rivers at 9. That is not good for a lot of made hands that don't have an 8 in it. 48,000 in the pot. 22,000 behind. Will Doug Polk shove again here? What would he say he has? An 8 and a king queen? Maybe he shoves here with a set. I don't think so. 2 pair, maybe.
You think Doug has 8 in his range here?
He might. He shoves. Queen. Ow! Look at that. Chop it up. No! No! I missed it. What?
Oh my god.
Get the fuck out of here. Wow. A straight for Doug Polk. A straight for Daniel Negreanu. But Doug Polk has the queen 8. Can you guys believe that? Look at this hand. Doug Polk bets the flop with the 8. The turn, he still has a 9 for the straight. He bets again. The river is the 9. Daniel sits out. Ay, 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 puppy. Shoves all in. The guy snap calls him queen 8 versus 7-8. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Unbelievable. Here we go. 4-bet call. Right-hand side. Lock in, lock in. This could be the million mark. Nope, Daniel's down about $200,000 right now for the match. 4-bet alert on the right-hand side. They are very deep here, so pay attention. Here we go. Gonna check the Doug. Let's see if Doug goes with that small bet. Goes with that 4,500, that 5,500.
Yeah, the quarter pot bet. Or the 20% bets come in. Oh no, 33%.
Goes a little bigger, yep. 7,300. So the guys, they are very deep. Daniel calls the 4-bet. Might have pocket 10 sometimes. Might have pocket 6 sometimes as well, too. Are some strong hands, but not many. 7,
I wonder
8.
why he goes big on a dry board like that.
Yeah, maybe he does it. Maybe he does it at a low frequency. Daniel does check call. Rob turn is a 5, so maybe ace 5 makes it 1 pair. If Doug might have a hand like that, could be that Doug Polk dog shit special with the king 5. Maybe checks back the king 5 here. He does bet big, or not big, a little small, 18,000. And Daniel folds pretty quickly. Another pot goes over to Doug Polk's way as he is officially the luckiest man in the world right now. Doug Polk cannot be stopped. Do you think there's a realm of possibility that we see Dan Negreanu make a comeback?
Not to win the challenge, but anything can happen. But the thing is that when Doug has a session like this, Daniel's never had these sorts of sessions really where he's winning like 200, 300, whereas this is the second one that Doug's had. He had one where he won 300. So it's tricky. I mean, it's a tricky spot. I mean, Daniel's gonna finish this session, and he's gonna look at the hands. He's gonna say, "I lost a flip. I never hit any hands, and I got cooler with the 2 pair versus 2 pair, and I got cooler with the 8-7, the cut shot on the end." I mean, it's gonna point to that, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. Big overbet on the right-hand side. They are deep once again, over $80,000 deep at the current moment in time. Doug Polk 3-bet pre-flop, bet small on the flop, goes with an overbet on the turn, telling Daniel Negreanu, "I've got a very, very strong hand." Raise all in, call, set. Oh my God! $173,000 pot goes
What?
Doug Polk's way as Dan Negreanu had to have been tilting a little bit there, guys. That was absolutely crazy. Dan Negreanu shoves it in with the 7-5 for over 200 big blinds, and he loses a $173,000 pot. What the hell just happened there? Yeah. Yeah, that's something right there, buddy.
It's a big move.
What can you
For
say?
sure, it's a big move.
Wow. Eh,
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Daniel does that if he's winning
yeah.
the session. But I don't know. I mean, these guys reading GTO and things like that. You know, maybe. I mean, it's a strong bet on the turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like Doug's folding. But you know, he's got 6 outs, yeah. Obviously, doesn't know he's got queens. Wow.
All in.
And he's still
Call! Dan Negreanu picks one back up. $80,000 goes his way as he catches Doug Polk speeding just a little bit. And you know what, Rob? Just for you, buddy, we're going to see Dan Negreanu's celebration.
What did Daniel call with there? What I missed that. What did
Daniel had
call
Jack
with?
8. Daniel showdown Jack 8.
2 pair.
2 pair. Doug Polk 6-10 offsuit with a straight blocker in his hand. That's true. Right hand side 3-bet. 4-bet. Here we go, guys. Doug Polk with another 4-bet as the edibles begin to kick in here at GTO headquarters.
Brock Nixon. No stop loss, Brock. We don't do stop losses. That's for traders.
He says no step losses. Those are for babies. Okay.
For traders.
Here we go. 4-bet on the right-hand side and a call. King Jack 6. We know crazy things happen in 4-bet pots on king high boards. Left-hand side 3-bet. Take it down. Let's see on the right. King Jack 6. Doug Polk 4-bet once again. Feel a big pot coming here, boys. Let's see it. 22,000, 7,300 once again from Doug. Small bet.
You got your favorite king on the board, Jerry.
Yeah, you know, I prefer it not in the 4-bet pots. It's okay. We see some action. Could see Queen 10 suited. Could see pocket jacks. Could see some slow played kings. Some see some King Jack suited. But here we go. Daniel calls, guys. 37,000 in the middle. Doug Polk 4-bets. Daniel calls. Doug Polk bets 7,000 on the King Jack 6.
What do we think
call.
here?
Turns a 7. Let's see. I mean, could see anything in play here. Check 18,000. Maybe even bigger with some hands. 17,000. Here we go. What's Daniel gonna do if he's got a hand like Queen Jack? Here we go, guys. Big pot brewing. Big pot energy. Doug Polk attempting to back that truck up one more time. Daniel calls. River's a 6. 71,000 in the middle, guys. If Doug has a hand like Ace King, he's feeling good right now. Daniel checks. Daniel could pick up some backdoor spade draw as well, too. I don't think Doug Polk's going to check back if he's got a bluff here, boys. I think this is going in. Maybe he's got a Queen 6. That'd be sick. Queen 6 of clubs. Doug's in the tank. Making Daniel sweat this one out. All in. No snap call. Ace Jack versus Ace 3. Dan Negreanu does indeed call with the Jack. He takes down a $140,000 pot just like that. What a hand. Doug Polk blasted off. Ay.
What did I just see there?
What a hand there for Daniel Negreanu. Ace Jack. So indeed he did have that Jack.
Oh, he had Ace Jack. Oh, I thought he called him with Ace High. My mistake. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So King Jack 6. Check call Ace Jack. Turn is a 7. Check. Doug Polk bets 17,000. He's got the Ace 3 of clubs. Daniel check calls. River is the 6. It's 33,000 to call the river with 71,000 already in the pot. He thinks for a little bit and then calls with the Jack. Doug Polk, Bad hand, Poppy. He loses a 77, what was it, 71,000? Yeah, remember $80,000 pot. Very nice hand there by Dan Negreanu. And Doug Polk blasted off. We see Doug Polk making these big bets all the time, Rob. He's got to show down a bluff at some point in time, and that happens to be the hand where he shows it down.
Not always an easy call with a king on there, is it, as well?
King, I mean, you're not happy about it, but you're calling with a king And ace jack, queen jack, maybe the worst jack she might call with. Maybe, you know, it feels frisky with worse, but I don't know. Left-hand side, we see a big check raise on the turn from Doug Polk, or we saw a big raise. Not a check raise. Daniel bet, Doug raised. River is a 4. Flush is possible. King, queen is possible. 28,000 in the middle. See what Doug's gonna do. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He all in. Call. Oh, flush first flush. No, Doug Polk up to $344,000 as he flushes Daniel Negreanu. Can you believe that? Ay, 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 papi. Maybe I'll do a little dance for you, okay?
It's quite interesting when two people supporting two different soccer teams. They always see what to do.
Dream dance. This is run good dance. Let's go. We're trying. We're trying to reverse it. Maybe I need to change my hat.
Hi, gentlemen saying, can you get party poker back in Tunisia? My friend, the Tunisian king, I wish that people could play online poker all around the world against each other. But fortunately, governments, regulation, big companies, they kind of make these decisions.
Or you could play on Poker. Poker Bros has everyone, right?
Yeah, but they're not allowed to market, are they? So they can never kind of really get everybody, you know. So
yeah. Listen, chat. You guys did this to me with your whole with the whole 500 like thing very quickly. So right hand side, big raise from Daniel.
Hi, Eden Rocks. Who's Eden Rocks?
Big re-raise. Oh my God. Right hand side, a bet, a raise, a massive re-raise by Doug Polk on the King Deuce Deuce 4-9. If anyone's capable of bluffing, it's my man Doug Polk. What does Daniel have? Does he got a flush?
Wow, what can you call with here?
I mean, I don't know. You full house? Eh?
You're gonna call with a flush, aren't you? You just pay him.
Maybe you do got to call it the flush. Let's see what happens here. Daniel raises the river, gets massively re-raised. King 9, Deuce Deuce 4. Doug Polk basically saying he's got a full house here. Maybe a hand like King Deuce, 4 Deuce. Pocket 4s maybe. Calls 4 flush. Dan Negreanu takes down the $72,000 pot as Doug Polk, sure enough, does shut on the bluff. Left-hand side, Daniel picks up another pot. Left-hand side, continuation bet by Daniel.
Benjamin, the lotto's $1 billion.
Left-hand side, Daniel bets small, gets called, turns a 6. Jack 9, 6, 6. See what Daniel decides to bet. Once again, maybe he goes with a big bet, 8,900.
Hey, Jerry, I like this number, $200. That's good.
I'm trying to make you happy, buddy, out there. Listen, you're only down 200 bucks. Daniel checks it. Doug's going to bet 8,200. See if Daniel has a hand to continue with. Probably going to have a... If he has a hand like King 9, I imagine he's going to check call. If he has a hand, maybe any 9 he might continue here with. Right-hand side, big check raised by Doug Polk. Left-hand side, Daniel does check call. River is a 9. 9, 9,
Wow.
6, 6. Flush gets there. The straights miss.
What a board.
Daniel could have a 9. Like I said, could have a hand like a King 9. Doug could have some 6s, maybe 7, 6, Ace 6.
What a board.
Checks it. Not indeed have the 9. Like I said, had the 9. $28,000 pot. Does not get a bet out of Doug Polk. Unlucky there.
Great check. Great check by Doug, eh?
Yeah, great check back by Doug Polk there. Daniel certainly would have been raising with that 8-9.
Do you want to hear my baby talk to you, Joey?
Let me hear. Hello, Big Poppy here. Hello. Hello. Daniel, is that you? What is that?
Joey, naughty.
I'm just teasing. 4-bet right-hand side. Lock in. That's more Doug's impression of Daniel, not Daniel. Here we go, guys. Right-hand side.
Joey.
What do you say?
When you have kids, you won't be partying until 6 o'clock every morning and living the life, you know.
No.
Things change.
No. I definitely won't be. I definitely won't be, Rob. We're gonna enjoy it while we still can, man. Andrew Ross said there's so many tools that unify chat from both Twitch and YouTube, whatnot. A lot of streamers use it. Get with the news. Yeah, I don't really do much live streaming in the past, so this has been like the first time I've really done it for a couple months, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's not the difference. I mean, you can watch it on YouTube live now. So what's the difference between YouTube and Twitch? Maybe Twitch is more set up for you to do stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would have thought YouTube would want to make the YouTube live as good as Twitch to
Right,
keep all their
yeah.
customers.
Left-hand side, we got something brewing here. 3-bet pot. Daniel checks the turn once again after c-betting the flop. Shout out to Rachel Thorpe. If you had some kids younger, you wouldn't have the same ones. Smart. GTO. Check call. Here we go. River's a 7. The jack gets there for the 5 for the 5-card straight, or for the what's that called?
This is
Got it?
well, a 6 or a jack.
Yeah.
Makes it straight. I mean,
5-card straight. Is there any other straight? What am I talking about here? Checks top set. Wow, what the hell?
wow, look at the run out as well.
Top set. Aye, what? What do we got? Letter to Voltaire says, "What up, Poppy?" Or "What up, Poppy?" is what he said. Love your content. Rob is a great addition. Cheers to you too from San Francisco. Thank you very much, my friend.
Yeah, I'm auditioning for a job in Joey's one of Joey's new projects.
You want it? You gonna be on Poker Mountain or what? We gonna see you there? Rob needs a job. Hey, buddy, listen. Anytime.
I need a well-paid job after this game.
Couple of 3-bets here. Left-hand side 3-bet, right-hand side Daniel 3-bets, left-hand side Doug. So they are deep, so we could see some big stacks going on here. Let's get an updated total from our correspondent. We currently have Doug Polk up about $180,000 for today's match. Remember, guys, we are live here on air, GTO headquarters, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hit the like button if you are enjoying the video, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, we're gonna be putting out content all this year. It's gonna be a great year of poker content. Right hand side, we see a continuation bet and a raise from Doug Polk on the 865. All in, call straight verse 8-9. Oh no, no 9. King on the river. Dan Negreanu. Wow, lose a massive pot right there to Doug Polk.
I mean, obviously, when Daniel loses the flip, it went downhill from there, didn't it? Really?
Yeah, ever since we saw that big flip earlier. I mean, it's hard to believe it's been a lot of action. There's been a lot of big pots here, man. A lot of action here. 3-bet on the left-hand side, 8-4-3. 13K pot on the right-hand side. Lock in, boys. We got two very deep stacks, so Daniel could make a comeback here. He's got the $80,000 on both sides. Right-hand side facing a big bet, 9,200 from Doug Polk on the jack turn. Trip jacks get there. Flush draws. Doug, would he be betting a overpair or maybe like pocket eights? Not sure. Left-hand side, we see a raise from Doug Polk on the 8-4-3 board. See what happens here. So we got a couple of big pots brewing here, Rob. Right-hand side, Doug takes it down. Left-hand side, Daniel's deciding what to do. If he's got an overpair, if he's going to continue. He does call. Turn is an 8. Don't know if Doug Polk's going to be raising any 8s on this flop. Maybe ace-8, ace-8, or 8-4, 8-3 maybe. If he has 8-3 or 8-4, he calls the 3-bet. Not sure. 8-4 probably, but he does check back the turn. Most likely he's got a bunch of dog. River is a 5. Daniel, if he's got an overpair, would he decide to bet here or check? Hope we didn't induce a bet out of Doug. Doug could have a sit, maybe has a 5 hand with a 5 in it here. Might choose to showdown at this point in time. Could have a slow play date occasionally. 31,000 checks back. King 9 for Dan Negreanu. So he calls the raise with King 9 suited. 2 overcards. Backdoor flush draw. Yeah, very light call there by Daniel. I think Doug was hoping to fold that hand out, but luckily...
Very light.
Yeah, luckily nothing happens there, Rob.
Come on, let's one double up. I'll take one double up on either table and I'm happy.
Well, here we go. 4-bet alert, right-hand side, Rob. Lock in. Lock in, big dog. Get the big pot energy brewing.
Yeah, quite deep now, so...
They are deep. $70,000 deep. This might see a 5-bet.
And call a bit wider.
Here we go. We do see that call.
Fight!
The wet flop.
Rob begging for some action. Queen 10-3. 2 hearts. The big pot energy starts to brew up. The smoke billows in the GTO headquarters. When you guys know when this ticked out left-hand side, big raise. Big raise.
Let's check raise.
Here we go. Big check raise. $20,000. The big pot energy worked. Oh my God. Right-hand side 4-bet. Left-hand side a $20,000 raise. Daniel Negreanu, if he's got it, he calls. River's a deuce.
Wow.
River's a deuce. 44,000 behind, or 44,000 in the pot. Right-hand side, Daniel check calls. Turns a 4. Big pots are brewing. Left-hand side, Daniel could have a slow played straight. Doug could have a hand with an 8 or a 10 in it as a bluff. Let's see what happens here.
Feels like someone's got Queen 10 here.
Could be a Queen 10. All in! Call! 8! Oh! Dan Negreanu! $187,000 pot! Rob Young is out of his seat. He can't believe it. Doug Polk did have that 8. Oh, yeah. Right, lock in, Rob. Lock in. Right-hand side, lock in. 4-bet pre-flop. Check call flop. Check call turn. River's a 6. Can Dan Negreanu pick off 2 bluffs in a row? Is Doug Polk going to do 2 bluffs in a row? The big pot energy knew it.
Bluffing there. He had a straight. 8-6.
He had 8-10 right-hand side. Doug was bluffing.
Was he?
Maybe Doug might bluff here again. He had Queen 8 offsuit. He had the 8. Here we go. Doug's going to do it. You're going to lose 2, Poppy. Not like this. Not like this. All in. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Maybe Daniel has a 10. Maybe a 10-1 heart. Called the 4-bet. Probably doesn't have. Maybe ace 10-1 heart. Maybe not. Does fold. Takes it down. So Daniel Negreanu. Whew.
Upswing have dug up 205.
What do they got him up?
205.
Yeah. They're not updated like I am. They don't have my
I don't know
updates.
who's. Do you think you're more? Do you think you're more accurate than them?
It's all approximate. Who knows? It changes so fast every hand. You know, there's the $12,000 pot on the left-hand side, so it'll change every hand.
I guess all you have to do is calculate how much people have pulled up by there, don't you? And you're there.
Right. Caroline Lysick, Joey sent hello from Ukraine to Rob. Thank you.
Hello, Ukraine.
Love you. We love you. Thank you. We love you. Left-hand side. Here we go. 21,000 in the pot. Blocking bet by Doug.
Small bet.
7,000.
Small bet. Is he asking for a raise there? Inducing one?
Kings for Doug Polk. 9-10. No, trip 10. So Daniel doesn't raise trip 10s, Rob. What's up with that? What's going on there?
Yeah, he's enjoying it.
This is awesome, man. Thanks for Seven for being here. King, Queen, 10, 3-bet pot on the left-hand side. Moonlight Master, my guy. What's happening, buddy? He's obviously been here for a while. Moonlight Master's posted highlights of the challenge on his YouTube channel. Great YouTube channel, Moonlight Master. Make sure you guys check that out. Support him. He's posting highlights of our challenge, of the Great Galathon Challenge as well, too. That
Jamie Jarvis, Cockney isn't London, Rob. Okay. What is it then? East London.
East London, okay. Left-hand side, we see a 3-bet.
Up in the middle.
What, Rob? What are you talking about right now? Cockney? We got to get a map out. Where's this map? Now I want to know. Now I want to know where this is at. Where's Nottingham at, and where's London at? Now I'm pulling up the map.
Miles away, 150 miles away from each other.
Oh my God, you're right. Okay. Are you by the Isle of Man? Oh, you're in the middle of the country.
Isle of Man. That's like a little island off England.
Left-hand side, big pot for Dan Negreanu. I got distracted. King 3 suited. One of the King 3 suited. I hate when I.
This is a good question. What football club do you support? Liverpool, Franbrew. Maybe when it's so deep on the left, maybe they're being a little bit cautious, you know.
Yeah, we've certainly seen long stretches of time, Rob, where no action's gone down. So, you know, the last couple of sessions have kind of been outliers in some ways, just in terms of how big the pots have been. And obviously, we did just summon, that big pot energy, so it takes a little bit of time for the energy to translate into the World Series of Poker RNG program. Here we go, left-hand side. Daniel could put a lot of pressure. He does call. Here we go. 6, 6, 8, 10. 3-bet pot. Doug Polk bet flop. Bets turn. River is an ace of hearts. So if Daniel has an 8, not loving that river. If he's got a 6, he's overbet by Doug. Puts pressure on Daniel's 8s. If he happens to have a 10, he does call. Pocket 8s for Doug Polk. $89,000 pot goes the Supreme Leader's way as the big pot energy did indeed sum it up. And just like that, Doug Polk launches the missile strike down on Daniel Negreanu just as Daniel was clawing back for the hand. Let's take a look. What a good river for Doug to throw his overbet there. I think you come back the next session and kind of give it a go, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's getting absolutely destroyed that right-hand side. Left-hand side, I mean, yeah, he did win that big pot, but, you know, it's going to have to be a great spot, I think, for him to keep winning more money here. And obviously it's possible, but at the same time, you know, maybe he thinks he's playing his A game, and if he doesn't think he's making mistakes, then maybe he should continue on. I just don't know how, you know, how sharp his 300 big blind game is going to be against Doug Polk. So
yeah, it just feels like sometimes you've got to hand the notice in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
You don't get a feeling the Doug's going to stack off here, do we?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't make it easy, right? When he's bluffing the right combination. So yeah, it's going to be challenging, my friend. We're going to see what happens. So anything's possible, Poppy. $11,000 pot on the left-hand side. King, king, 10. Turn 6. Right-hand side, something brewing once again. Checks over to Daniel, 13,000. Calm down, Kate, for life. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Landon says check Discord, please. I don't have Discord up. Send it to me on my phone. Here we go. Right-hand side, 11,000 in the pot. Left-hand side, or right-hand side, 13,000 in the pot. Daniel's going to bet the turn. Doug's going to check call. River is a 10. Queen 5, 7, 5. River 10. Both players could have the flush draws. Daniel could have a hand like 8, 9, 6, 8. Maybe like a 5, 8, 5, 6. Trip 5s on the turn. All in, call. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Doug Polk snaps him off with aces. Dan Negreanu with the king, queen, and at this point in time, left-hand side, $25,000 pot goes Daniel's way, and just like that, Daniel Negreanu is going to sit out as Doug Polk takes down the massive pot there. $80,000, pocket aces. He fires his...
What happened on that hand? Doug 3-bet, Daniel called.
Aye, what a hand right there. Doug Polk could not call fast enough with aces. And Daniel sits out just like that. No GG, no nothing.